So today we are going to be working on getting the front wall frame built. And right now my husband is working, I believe, on this little tiny shim piece that you have to put where the door part of the frame goes. So one nice thing is this frame should go a little bit quicker as far as building the frame, because with the other building that we had already built, it required two different frames within the frame. So you had the door frame on one side and then you had the gate frame on the other side. This time we're completely eliminating the gate frame and we only need the door frame, which should make the process go quicker. Okay. Videotaping. Alright, here is the wood for the start of the front of the building frame. And we got 7 feet, 4.5 boards lengthwise, and then these are 14 feet long. And we're gonna go, what is it, every 2 feet other than where the door frame is gonna be. Okay. And here is our stopping point for today. We got the whole front wall framed out. This is where the door is gonna go, where we'll be able to walk in. And then this is all gonna be a wall. And then, like I said the other day, you're gonna have basically a doorway here that'll be, we're gonna cut this beam out. We'll actually frame out a door there, and then we'll have the walkway here that will actually be an enclosed walkway. So basically, I forgot to mention in the other video, but they'll actually be essentially two, like the same building with like a hallway in between two rooms almost, if that makes sense. You'll see it once we get more finished with it and get to that part. But that's going to be part of the, probably close to the last part of the build that we'll be putting that in. But yeah, so here we are.
Today we're installing rafters. The first thing I did was I figured out the roof pitch, and the roof pitch is 212. So for every 2 inches of rise, the run is 12 inches. So then you can use your framing square here for making the bird's mouth cuts.
And what are the bird's mouth cuts? Is that what you did down here?
Yeah, this is the bottom.
Okay.
Now we're gonna make the top.
Good.
Okay, we cut our first 2 rafters, bird's mouth cut, and now we're gonna screw them in.
And what we did last time was we came, I guess we came up from that point and went into it at an angle, because that's pretty much the only way we're going to be able to get screw in. And we do not use nails, we only use screws because nails can come out, right?
Right.
He's kind of crazy with the screws, but the building's going to be built to last.
Installing blocking on the sidewalls.
And then you did these purlins over here last
What?
night, these things?
Blocking.
Blocking, okay, so yeah, so in between each of the rafters, he put all of those, going all the way down yesterday. Sorry for spinning you around. And now he's doing this over here. And then I think we're gonna start working on the ground. Basically, we're gonna have these cement blocks here. We got 6 of them. We're gonna have 6 boards like this one right here that supports the floor coming across. And we're gonna put one of those cement blocks in the middle under each one as just additional floor support, just to help keep it from like bowing or anything like that. And then obviously we're gonna also have joists in between each one as well for additional floor support. So that's what we're doing today. So while Andrew's been doing those rafter supports, I went ahead and started here. We already had this installed, but I did have to take it out. So basically, we dig a hole, pour pea gravel in it. That was my neighbor practicing his shooting. That's country living for you. Anyways, and then put the center block over the top of it. We also have a gun range down our road from our house, so we hear gunshots quite frequently in the country, not in the city. Anyway, so that's what we're doing, and what that's going to do is when we step on it, you know, when we're walking in the barn, it's just going to give extra support so that the board doesn't want to bow down. We'll be putting treated plywood over the top of this. Angie, you want to say what you're doing here?
We're using a Kreg to drill holes for the 2x4 floor runners.
Okay, so we got all but 2 of the floor joists in, and the cinder block supports in. All that's done. So next step is my husband's probably gonna finish these on the other side, and then probably finish the blocking along the front here, similar to what we did in the back right there in between, because as you can see up here, they're not there. And then once we get those in, the next step is to put up the siding along the wall. And the nice thing about this barn is we only had to build 1 frame for the door. In the original plans for the building, because we use the same plans for both barns, this would have been a gated area, so we didn't put that in. We can put it in if we need it at any time, but we did not put it in this time, so building's going a lot quicker. But yeah, we're coming right along. Okay, we got all the floor supports in today. Well, I shouldn't say that. So we got, these are the joists, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the joists, and then we put the supports underneath them, and then we're also going to have, what are they called? Supports going this horizontally. Additional flooring supports, yeah. So all of the ones from the, like that board there that was really twisted that we ended up having to take out from the foundation, this will be cut up, the parts that we can use because it's so twisted. We'll use those in between, and then we'll use just different scraps to just reinforce it as best we can, just so that when we're walking on the floor, it's not like dipping or bowing or anything like that. But the building's really coming along pretty quickly, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got, he got the, what are these things called back here, Andrew, up top?
The blocking?
Blocking. in between up here. And then he also got these on this side in. And he had started on that side there. Still need to do the ones up here for the blocking. But then it'll be siding next after that, right?
Yeah, siding and flooring. Yep.
Yep, so coming right along. We're getting there. Oh, one thing that we ran into that was an issue today was that part of the ground was frozen when I was trying to dig to put the cement blocks in there. So we ended up using, it's like a salt to melt ice. And then my husband put hot water in there. I didn't think it would work, but it actually did. So it was only, of course, it was the last two floor supports that needed put in that happened with. The other ones, since those other spots got more sun, the ground wasn't frozen there. It was just the last two, but we are done with that for today. And I'm excited because we're gonna get to go ice skating tonight. And I've only gone ice skating probably about 4 times in my life, so I'm really excited. Have a great day, guys.